Paida Catholic Parish, where thousands of congregations gathered to celebrate the day. Alfred Jawok reports.
As Catholic faithful join the rest of the world to celebrate Assumption Day, commonly known as Mother Mary Day, the Bishop of Nebi Catholic Diocese, Right Reverend Raphael Pomonyo Kurash, has called upon Christians in Nebi Catholic Diocese to emulate the life of Mother Mary, who lived her life to inspire others. He made the remark this afternoon while celebrating Mother Mary Day, commonly known as Assumption Day of Mother Mary, at Our Lady of Assumption by the Catholic Parish, where thousands of Christians gathered to celebrate the day. The bishop said Christians should depend on Mother Mary to help them strengthen their faith in God.
Yesu makwa med could teach. Again wa winjo iwer mamit ma Maria wero. Ma wer eni enyutu ki chwiny ma Maria bedo kode. Kikwo pare zo. Kume kutipu pare zo. Me were de kodwan mamit. Ang'eyo kite dwan Maria bedo kode kone bedo solo ya. Kone be wedo bass ya. Kono soprano ya. Enta genu weru pare me weru mamit muketo kadi malaika de gimielo gi yengre yeno agenu duane ni ki wengwen gi jebre iye uwinjere mamit do mitu pa were ni ubedi ya yi pa yish kite mbedo kode chwinye meketo nya ya Mungu roche Mungu murko pare zo ubedle umila mila eni tie gima choko telo chwiny wade Nibeka sayo yore matonton weketu kwamwa ubeka mila iwan Mungu beka mila iwan dano pitego pa yish kitumune nkode kumkwa pa Bikira Maria ene begwa Bikira Maria emitandanya Mungu muchwie Mungu mukete no umaka yi pare nen makuworo nini kume chwinya bepa kuruod Perangoa meta yi pa Mungu bedi iye. Ube bako ruod. Ditu pa Mungu nen. Wametu ditu pa Mungu nen. Uketu wamapol waneno nyamedwa Bikira Maria. Pikwome kwa kudema be. Piyishkari mubedu mate. Ayi pa Mungu beka neni kwa pare.
He equally used this same event to give the sacrament of confirmation to 381 young people to join Jesus Christ. The Bishop further appealed to the newly confirmed Christians to desist from acts that will ruin their future. During the celebrations, Okoro County Member of Parliament, Gabriel Ukumu, recalled how celebrating Mother Mary Day is paramount in someone's life within Catholic doctrine.
For us, the Catholics, in our faith of worship, Mother Mary intercedes for us. And as a Christian, prayers through Mother Mary are actually answered. I have testimonies of prayers, my prayers which have been answered when you pray through Mother Mary. So actually, the Legion Maria and other groups and the Catholics, they actually recognize the role she played in the church and the fact that she was taken to heaven with her human body. And I would like to tell other people who may not be aware that intercession through Mother Mary is real, and it actually, your prayers may be answered much more quickly as a mother. She has that heart.
Meanwhile, Catherine Akuma Venjina, Member of Parliament for Older Persons in Northern Uganda, who was the chairperson of the Central Organizing Committee of the celebration, urged Christians to support the renovation of the parish church since the iron sheets are now getting older. She contributed 5 million shillings to support the church in renovating Paida Catholic Parish.
When you are the parishes, Mangema Tong Tong Tong, Mute is over district and Mapol. You are the nether I will bound or gang any. yoringe kamotor ga munyolo parishes mangema pol inwanga dae da kudadit megawia kawanya wia mapol ga metita ba megwa ga muti yune wikleji abuti no wikleji na kumarat kaina ne dele wipomi wia ponga one day part mo with mo take ma beto oberu kwa with malengwa wa yikundu endo parod mongu wia daro nyotre nyali shamu wiezo kaine ne yidi with de marege eni cheke with madog nyali shamu wikicheke kana mafisha ngo ora ngo juti ikogi eni gi with masho no wande wadongo bo so mdeka keni eni donga data lutinity ni mi fundraising abe jiwe tungomo dunga kesha ije mi fundraising kai wa jiwe dere eta namu your fund lowering donga na be jiwe tungomo dunga mi pare launch majwa jiwe timona de pare a launch ndu wanga chen pare ma kwa beg banyana uche kumwacha kama Mungu beruke tungama mokenya na dai utie donga be kwa COC mamuwa mama kukutingo ana mako jingu ku milioni na beach muwa wako COC angeyo bagi beki patu kende tuye gibi mwanu kuna beach mabe milioni wekara utuma mwata COC.
Assumption Day of Mother Mary is celebrated on every 15th August, as was announced by one of the popes in 1950 in the Roman Catholic faith. Alfred Jawok, West Nile TV, NILECAST.
And more in our stories. Similarly, from Arua City at Christ the King Church, where prayers in order of the day were conducted, Reverend Father Samuel Odong of Nyadri Parish, currently residing at Christ the King Parish, explained to the relevance of the day in the lives of Christians. Take a look.
The Feast of Assumption is very important because as human beings naturally, we have that instinct to live. So Mother Mary reminds us that one day we shall ultimately be victorious, we shall ultimately have life, because just like her son resurrected and went to heaven, also she was taken up to heaven with body and soul. And if we too follow in the ways of the Lord, following their examples, we shall be able to also one time live with her in heaven. So let's not give up. Let's take the example of Mother Mary. Let's always be committed to our faith, and we shall attain that salvation when we are victorious one day.
And more in our stories. The West Nile Indian nationals, especially businessmen living in Arua City, on Tuesday the 15th of August 2023 held a massive blood donation and eye checkup campaign at the OPM grounds to commemorate India's 77th Independence Day anniversary attained from the United Kingdom on the 15th of August 1947. Laila Kashwela, the chairperson for the West Nile Region Indian community, stated that they are targeting to get a minimum of 5,000 units of blood through this function in commemoration of India's 77th independence anniversary. Osuta Yusuf reports. Association of the Indian Nationals, mainly businessmen living in Arua City, West Nile region, have on Tuesday the 15th of August 2023 held a massive blood donation and eye checkup campaign drive at the OPM grounds in Arua City to celebrate India's 77th Independence Day anniversary attained from the United Kingdom on the 15th of August 1947. Leela Keshwala, the chairperson of the West Nile region Indian community, stated that they are targeting to get a minimum of 5,000 units of blood through this function in commemoration of the India's 77th Independence Day anniversary.
We have been having a blood donation camp today because of our Independence Days. It's 77 Independence Days. India got independence in 1947. So through our Indian community of Uganda, Indian community of Arua, and as well as the High Commissioner of India, we decided to have a blood camp across the country, not only in Arua. It has taken many places in up countries from Kampala, as well as camp is going on in High Commissioner of India there, and we have a target of getting a blood of 5,000 unit, over 5,000 unit countrywide, and we to serve our community of here, because we have been staying here, donate the blood, and blood is the life of people. and we cannot get the blood by manufacture anyone. It is a human has to donate and save the other people's life. And we go through the Red Cross and give to Blood Bank of Uganda at our hospital, referred Australia. And that is the reason it's a good thing to give a blood and to save our community. And we are being part of community. We are Indian, but not we are Indian. It is we are treating as a local. So we are one, only different by colors. Some of them they are local, Ugandan even, and we have been going to stay around here, as we will not know where we will go it.
Simon Akwa, a blood donor, narrated his experience in donating blood and urges the youths from the age of 18 and above to embrace blood donation so that they can save lives.
Also very happy. Yes. 19. I said if you visit yesterday, laboratories or Uganda breweries, you have to donate
now, my affiliata, the mom are pins are rutile. The mom are pins are rutile.
Penny, are you around? Penny, if you are around, I'm going to call you.
I don't care.
Yes, we are looking for him because he has to go with this package. For me, I will be the last part of the blood. And I will go with whatever we will have remained.
So that's let me say my
Mama Betty Elizabeth thanked the Indian community in the West Nile region for organizing health awareness campaign drives and appealed to the general public to embrace regular body checkups.
What I advise the people is that let's not be contented. If there's anything that is happening in your body, any part of your body, you need to check. When the opportunity is there, go and check yourself so that you can know that this thing is wrong in my body. I need healing, I need treatment. If you are treated, you will be better, you will be okay.
The Red Cross blood donor recruitment personnel in Dalusi, David Robert, applauded various stakeholders for their teamwork in championing blood donation campaigns. He stated that these awareness campaigns have yielded and made blood to be more adequate in blood banks across the West Nile region.
For blood donation, we always have partners, and it is them who come, they approach us that they are planning to celebrate an activity. So this is not the first time to have partners. Whenever Red Cross and Blood Bank have planning to have an activity, we involve the partners to come and support, because we cannot do without the partners. Situation in the Blood Bank, as I speak now in West Nile, we are not doing bad, we are doing well. Our patients are receiving blood. Yes, we have blood now. I can assure the communities that as we speak now in West Nile, we have blood which can be transfused to patients in our region. Yes, we don't have scarcity.
The blood donors in Tuesday's ceremony were each given prizes and certificates of recognition. Osuta Yusuf and Okumaringa Christine for West Nile Television, NILECAST. And more in our stories. Community members gathered at Draju village to mourn the death of the former Olivo Sub-County LC3 chairperson, the late Honorable Simon Matwa, who died on the 10th of August 2023 after serving for 10 years as the LC3 chairperson of the area and lost re-election in February 2026. Osuta Yusuf and Farish Majid report.
The political fraternity, business community and Christians on Sunday 13th of August this year thronged in Draju village to mourn the death of former Olivo Sub-County LC3 chairperson, Honorable Simon Matwa Aniku, who was born on the 15th of May in 1965 and died on the 10th of August this year. After serving for 10 years as LC3 chairperson of the area, the late lost re-election in February 2016 when his opponent defeated him with only one vote. The National Resistance Movement Party chairperson from Aracha District, Mr. Gabriel Ofekwa, noted that it was the late Honorable Simon Matwa Aniku who single-handedly mediated unity between him and the LC5 chairperson Honorable Obitre Stephen. This followed an engagement in quarrels and physical fight that occurred on 15th of June last year, fueled by the Kololo Seed Secondary School construction project that was marred with corruption allegations, coupled with some accusations of attempts by the Maracha District Council to move a motion to censor the then RDC Mr. Aikoboa Festus. The NRM party chairperson also lashed out at the community members who commit cultural taboos in various ways, and when it backfires deadly, they start accusing other of money rituals.
Amati work al rositore matua sai con il rubare con velo amabiri con vecchia me lo si fai con io vecchia me ne gara noi a che lo materiale di che retiane ba la lunga belu zero per lo samadi zero e io matua le qua mai to che le ba sa di na non che lo sa di ni e io ma ne gamo e la beso corre amalwalo e kaki du yo amansa si ya kuisa ya to pese sa ni gamo tuki asaba mongo tuki bati na ba biasa la ga ki bile mo ke si ma si te me yo ke a kuisa ya se e yo je pa mo le ke ko e ski mi bile.
Before presenting the condolence message and offer to the deceased son, Mr. Govle Francis, who is a teacher at Arabic Secondary School, the Director of Studies of the school, Mr. Onzima Nelson, told mourners to do at least one positive achievement on this earth so that they can be remembered for when dead.
Migado trita da su ya kwa mi temo de bando yo nazore e na zikate idri ne titri du ima faro du si trozi ban tozo mizu de matwa morira e tenga da mani muke.
Maracha District Woman Member of Parliament Honorable Jennifer Druwaru eulogized the late Honorable Matua Simon Aniku for playing crucial role in harmonizing conflicts in the sub-county and the district NRM party structure regardless of biasness and segregation. Since he's now dead, the woman member of parliament warned the clan members never to attempt trespassing or grabbing land from the orphans he left behind.
Amepi adetu aluru Simon Pie eyo NRM BDC Maracha District Malia di atani di yendu gapi eyo kade di nyaru te kobo Madri NRM chairman Marasable Opekwan Gabriel Nijo Rele iyo kadi nyari ka hadi bele yo mati Simon Maton le azakori pasanga niti yo niti yo ka ko ma ayari ebini obeto begina zidi NRM ke adine NRM adari ku ngwangene ko azini baki Marasaja kini NRM azidiki NRM orange ruri azidiki NRM yellow ruri azidiki NRM kariki te Simon Matone bina daleko individual carriati iriniri diwaro NRM iriniri diwaro patani ibini yogini ko di patio azidi patio ini ko ale na walko yo ijuata replace Maja isuru andu sirina bizukoria ba ayokini ko abitiko elokirion tuti matiko ni anjini ndine ko yubu duno mvako ekwanje di master.
To make sure people live in a holy way like God wishes, preacher at the funeral, Father Adro Kibo Stephen, advised the mourners to live a life with purpose instead of living a low status life of eating, drinking, and producing like how animals do.
The soul of a dog, animals, is actual material. That's with it, but not you. Therefore, Jesus came for that, to tell us that we are more than what we think we are, to lift us up. But unfortunately, many of us keep that low status of animals. You eat, you then you produce. You eat, you then you produce. But how far are you going? Tomorrow we're ending like that. And while we are here on the earth, let us do what God wants us to do. To know God, love God, serve God, and finally heaven. You are baptized, you become a child of God. Therefore, you live as Jesus lived, what Jesus has taught us. The Catholic Church is the teaching, all your religions is the teaching. Please live according. Above all this is the love, which we see Simon practice. You children of Simon say, he loves you. Very good. And give Simon the love to people.
Having been bedridden for many months, Honorable Matua Simon Aniku died because of diabetes. Farish Majid, Osuta Yusuf, West Nile Television, NILECAST.
And more in our stories. Government is set to introduce rehabilitation services to all health facilities across the country. The services will majorly benefit the aged population, victims of non-communicable diseases, as well as accident victims. Stephen Okello from Gulu reports more.
In order to minimize the effects of chronic health conditions, government is planning to roll out rehabilitation services to all government health facilities in the country.
Our current efforts, after knowing that there is need for rehabilitation, because we get different people who need rehabilitation, we've already done an assessment of the needs for assistive technology in the country, and the report is available. We've now done a strategic plan for rehabilitation for the whole country. It requires approval from Ministry of Health now that we know it's been well written based on the assessment. We've now also opened up thematic technical working groups to handle rehabilitation, and these are regional and they're being spearheaded by local governments.
Looking at the rehabilitation service gap in the country, government is now embarking on equipping health workers with tools and knowledge to roll out the programs.
We are now here equipping health workers, the professionals, to give services right from the community level, and you've had these people going to become trainers to make sure that we do the assessment. From assessment we do referral, from referral we do continuous rehabilitation at home, in the community. So this is the whole web and cascade through which we want to make sure rehabilitative services are available.
Dr. Abena Tena, a rehabilitation program consultant at World Health Organizations, was in Gulu, training medical personnel from Gulu and Lira district with the knowledge on rehabilitation services.
We wanted to see how the basic rehabilitation package clinical resource would work on the ground. You know, when you develop something, theoretically you are really not sure how it actually works and whether people would be receptive to the product and whether it actually works, because what our aim is that it should make an impact on the ground, that it should end up with people having more access to rehabilitation.
Monica Kelo, a midwife at Awach Health Center 4 in Gulu district, says the training has equipped her with enough knowledge, and she will use the knowledge to help the mothers both during and after delivery from the health center.
Of these rehab services. So when I go back to the facilities, I would make sure that we create a unit on rehab facilities, because there are services that we can give to these patients without medication, and there are services that are given to these patients without cost, and then there are services that are given to them at the facility without referral to a higher level at regional referral hospital.
Meanwhile, other medical personnel believe that strengthening rehabilitation services will save government spending on drugs.
Always, I used to see clients with functional disabilities, with pain, chronic pains, and we had been prescribing only medicine, not knowing that really that these people also needed, they actually needed more rehabilitation than medicine. So this training has really equipped us with the knowledge that we are going to manage, we shall manage the clients mostly with rehabilitation exercises and strengthening exercises and the rest of it more than medicine.
The Vice Chairman Gulu District, Vicky Atim, advised the health workers who have been trained to act as an ambassador and scale out the programs to the masses.
Because as a TOT, you have a lot of responsibility to accomplish. So it should not end here. We want to see it practically.
To improve delivery and demand for quality rehabilitations and assistive technology service at the community level, Relapse, in partnership with World Health Organizations and collaboration with Ministry of Health, is carrying out a training of trainers workshop of health workers in Gulu district to help in scaling up the rehabilitation service program. Stephen Okello for West Nile Television, NILECAST.
And more in our stories, the Uganda National Examination Board has issued a directive of all schools in the country to display the registrars of candidates scheduled to sit for the end of cycle exams this year. In a statement, UNEB announced that starting from August 14, 2023, all schools and examination centers for the 2023 primary living examination, Uganda Certificate of Education and Uganda Advanced Certificate of Education exams are required to display the candidates' registers as per the circular. UNEB emphasized that this is a legal requirement that compels education centers to display the candidates' lists 60 days prior to the commencement of the national examinations.
Welcome for the sports news on West Nile Television and in the NILECAST with me, Owen Izaga. Now in our top stories today, Arua City Football Club has gotten a lot, and in Arua City has today kick-started with the primary school ball games once again, which has seen all divisions in Arua City participating at Salim Saleh grounds. The 2 days tournament shall get done tomorrow, 16th August 2023, after the focus turns to the national championship. Benson Pastore reports.
Arua City Inter-Division Ball Games for primary schools kick-started today, 15th of August 2023 at Salim Saleh Playground. This comes after the different schools in the city had competed at the division level, which came to conclusion last week. The ongoing tournament has seen all the divisions in the city participating. These include Southern and the Northern Central Division. Manbi has been combined together with Arua to form one division. Oluko Stockdadam forms one division. Pajulu is a division of its own, and Ayivun Stock Adomi forming one division, and 2 days tournament which started today and shall get done tomorrow. Alion Victor, the competition's chairperson, gives narration about the tournament.
We have started our zonal competition today. The purpose of competition is to select the best players who are going to represent the Arua City in forthcoming competition. So after this competition here, those who are going to be selected, we shall take them to Diofe Boys for residential training at least one complete week. Thereafter, on 26th of this month here, we are to travel to Mbarara City for national championship. The tournament is for 2 days. We have started today, we are finishing it tomorrow. We have under 12 and under 14. Currently, they are the ones participating in this tournament. Last year, we did not go to Masaka because of technical reasons. Everybody was hot. I want to assure the public today that we are now sure we are going. As I'm talking to you now, we have already booked that bus of St. Joseph College on Bati. Our sports officers, they have assured us the bus is already there. Our major problem last year was transport. Money for food and everything was there. Our challenge was only bus. Since they have already booked for us a bus, definitely we are going. We shall not miss. This time, they have given us 10 million for hiring a bus.
Meanwhile, Asiandu Martin, the head of netball, gives details on how the game of netball is transpiring.
These players you have seen they are playing right now in zone leg here. They are selected on merit, in the sense that all the participants, all the schools are represented, and the good players are selected to go and represent their zones. As a such, you can find out in the netball report. Here we are considering under 14 and the under 12 netball. We find that there are 2 fields here. On the other field you have under 15 playing, and in the other field you have under 12 playing. And the games are very stiff, and the difference in the games are very slightly. They are just only 1-2, 1-2 like that. That means Arua City is going to form a very good netball team.
Anyanda Kustanil, one of the match officials, gives details on how the sessions are going.
This game started at 9 a.m. We are going on very well. The way I'm seeing, all the players are disciplined. The technical area, there's no much problem. We have seen good discipline. Our talent here is too much sun heat. That's the thing, weather conditions. We are normal abide by, and we are used to our weather conditions.
Oraku Benson Pastore, West Nile Television Sports News.
More in our stories, Onduparaka Football Club have kick-started massive preparation ahead of the FUFA Big League. Onduparaka, that was relegated from the Star Times Uganda Premier League last season, have done a lot in preparing the team, restructuring the board and a lot in the administrative block. Now, Onduparaka, with the current appointment of Samson Caesar Okuti, have added in more players to see the team goes back into the Star Times Uganda Premier League. Let's have more from the compiled stories from Benson Pastore.
Onduparaka Football Club in Arua City has started preparation ahead of the forthcoming season in Star Times FUFA Big League. The club has restructured the administrative room and also begins early training. This club was relegated last season from Star Times Uganda Premier League and are planning to get back to where they were relegated. Samson Caesar Okuti, the new head coach of the club, gives what transpires at the club right now in terms of the fate of the club to attain promotion back to the Star Times Uganda Premier League.
At the moment, our training is open. We have the first week, which is ending, I think, tomorrow with the trial game we're having against Luva School of Nursing. We had put it a little bit open for every talented football player from West Nile and outside to come and showcase their talent. I think we had an overwhelming number that we had. I think we shall be seeing them in a real game situation from tomorrow. Players that were here last season in the UPL, some have left, which the club has not confirmed yet, but others are still having their contract talks to renew. I think very soon they will join us to start training. The primary target of Onduparaka is to go back to the UPL. I think there's nothing we're working outside that area. All our focus and attention is to make sure that we go back to the Premier League.
Oraku Benson Pastore, West Nile Television Sports News.
And lastly, in our sports news, 13 times Uganda Premier League champions KCCA FC had their midfielder Paz Sebulime join Portuguese second-tier side club Desportivo Fiorense. The youngster is a KCCA junior team graduate and was part of the Cambianso Under-20 International Tournament in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania in 2022. He also featured for Bulldogs team in the Buganda Masters competition. Sebulime is a brother to NEC Football Club star Julius Kaziwe Magu and Kawempe Muslims Fiona Nabulime. The duo will make it for Ugandans to ever feature for the Firenze after William Luanga Kizito and Alex Kakuba. With that marks the end of our sports news today on West Nile Television NILECAST. Stay tuned for more of the programs.
For the sports news and the sports update. And with that, viewer, we've come to the end of the NILECAST on West Nile Television. Thank you for being with us from the beginning of the NILECAST to the end of the NILECAST, only on West Nile Television. Please stay tuned to the rest of the subsequent programs that may follow. My name is Okumuringa Christine. Have a good day.